good evening, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, whatever, however you all are. Welcome to Clobby's Comic Shop, issue number 59. That's pretty awesome. Issue number 59. Guys, we should be proud of that. We are accomplishing things here with these issues, and I love it. So how's everyone doing today? It's Saturday night. Are we ready to hang out? Are we ready to hang out and do the things? Are we ready to talk some comics? Nemesis Forever came out this week. Oh, the Mighty Golden Patriot. A lot of us got that as well. Some of us said, don't worry, we will not give away spoilers. But I know there's curiosity out there. And yes, we are on Rumble as well. So let me put that Rumble link in the chat on YouTube. So if you're one of those guys who wants to have it both ways, you have a place where you can have it both ways, or you can choose one way. It's all up to you. You make the decision, but while you're here, you are here. We have one expectation.
Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay. Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it
gay. They say great art is difficult to understand, but easy to enjoy.
Hey, Beavis. It's hard, but it's not like hard.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ironcaster, what's going on?
Nick, my man, it feels like it has been far too long since we last hung out.
It has been, and I hate that. I hate that because, like, you know, you're one of the few people like on YouTube who I talk to on YouTube, and I like still have like some occasional text messaging we do back and forth. So it's like I don't just consider you like a YouTube friend. I consider you like a guy I know. So I'm like, man, it has been. I thought about it. Like, it's been too long since Caster and I spoke. I'm like, I better get on thinking and prepping on upcoming Transformers. Otherwise, the world won't be so right if we don't do that.
I think we need to just start texting about, you know, just the everyday stuff, the nonsense. Or I can show you off, like, hey, look at this crazy thing I did at work.
Agreed. I think it's time. We're building the bridge live on Clobby's Comic Shop about how we're gonna go about this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be diabolical. Before we get into the things, let's acknowledge our wonderful faces, because how did I forget about our wonderful chat? I see Vince, Whoa Mac, and Deepa 101 on Rumble. What's up, dudes? And of course, they're on YouTube as well. Hail, 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 Jonathan Conroy, enlightened fan. Welcome, sir. D. Bud Martin, huge student of God. What's up, student of God? How you doing, dude? And of course, to all you lurkers and whoever else pops on in here later, welcome as well. But yeah, some cool comic stuff happened this week, and more is to come. And I like this. I like this a lot. But what do you got, Cass? It's not like you had something you're just gonna unleash to the world, and maybe now's the time to just unleash it.
Well, not comic related directly, but I figure with our little nerdy corner of the internet, it was one of those things that I saw at the little gas station, and I was like, I gotta get that. I have to try that.
Go on.
Angry Orchard has a Jason like
what? Dude, I'm gonna embiggen you. That is ridiculous. Oh man.
And also worth pointing out, like, they don't call it Friday the 13th, it's just Jason. That's the way it's advertised on the can.
Oh, that's how they get away, because they're not saying smart. Because anyone could use a hockey mask for something. The hockey mask cannot be copyrighted or trademarked.
I mean, it's either that or it's part of that big split in the property rights. Because
there's a lot of complications there.
And I know Tom from Midnight's Edge will get all into that for you. But but my theory is that this is supposed to be part of the Camp Crystal Lake sort of side of things, where where the studio has they know it's a big property and they don't want to necessarily they can't. For whatever reason, they can't go ahead and use Friday the 13th because they no longer own that. But Jason, that hockey mask, it's just too big a thing.
It's a killer drink, Vince says. Where's Nelson Mutz when we need him? Seriously. Oh man, that is so freaking good. I love that. It's a killer drink. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. I like that though. I like that you all be killing me like this. Oh, yo. Man, so I guess we'll just get into the thick of things because, well, why the hell not? So, I sadly did not get around to Huck Big Bad World #4 this week, but I did get on Void Rivals, which has really escalated and ramped up and has been absolutely killer. Love it. I was like, and Geiger, holy crap, Geiger's gone deep, man. Jeff Johns is killing it, and he's got Phil Eduardo Panisca. I can't pronounce his name, but I'm gonna say the story has really escalated. Like, it's crazy. That Ghost Machine universe is really killer, and Rook Exodus comes back in I think October with Jason Fabek, and I'm really all about that story and what's going on with the Ghost Machine car. But really, let's get into this bad boy here. And I won't give spoilers, but guys, this comic book fucked me up. It's a killer cover, by the way. It says, "I'm back." Oh, this isn't just because this comic, this story is back. This guy is making a statement in this issue, and it's scary. This guy is very scary, and there's something about Mark Miller when he writes characters at their most absolute demented, and he's actually legitimately terrifying, like serial killer, mass murderer, horror character, terrifying. And there's a lot of people call Nemesis the evil version of Batman. They even make a use of the name in some world's greatest detective, the world's greatest terrorist. Dude, Nemesis is insane. And the story, he does some really, he gets away with some, we'll just say this is not a spoiler. He gets away with some mass killing on a really insane level. People are hurt, people are dead, a lot of death, a whole lot of death. And I am in fear for planet Earth. Not a city, not a country, planet Earth for what this man is about to unleash in this miniseries come up. And Matteo Scalera, who obviously did the art on here, really killer stuff, by the way. He did Space Bandits with Mark. He also did King of Spies, which is basically his version of a old man Pierce Brosnan Bond story. Matteo Scalera is absolutely killer. And yes, he did do a splash of this where he said, "I'm back." And don't you worry, there won't be spoilers because you don't know the context. But man, dude,
it's a great shot.
It is a phenomenal shot. And what Matteo Scalera unleashed here, once again, this is insane, guys. Look this up. Like, this will probably be my weekly highlight as far as the comic book shop books go. Still need to read my Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT, but I don't know how this is going to be topped. I really don't know. This book is intense. It is very unsettling. And boy, Mark, what happened? You're such a nice guy, and you write this really insanely crazy psychopathic story, and yet you're just this charming Brit. It doesn't make any sense, but yet here we are. The stage is set for people who want to try to get back at him, but they have less than ideal sacrifices they have to make in hopes to even have maybe a 1% chance. We're talking Steiner math here, guys. Like, Nemesis is basically Scott Steiner, and everyone else is playing Steiner math. And I don't know what their equation is, but right now the equation ain't looking good for anyone that's not Nemesis. Because when Nemesis is up to bat, you have a chance of being in Death Wish 3. Everyone dies. So yeah, this is wild. I could stress it enough. And please check out this miniseries. You'll be thanking me. You'll thank Mark and Matteo as well. I talked to Matteo at the Dallas Fan Expo a few months ago. Really cool guy, really fun guy. He signed my King of Spies trade paperback and say he had a great time drawing this book. I could see why just off the first issue. The dude absolutely slays it. Seriously, I was really liking what he had brought to the book. And of course, it's got my favorite colorist that Mark uses for his books, Giovanna Nero. I looked into her, and it's a lady, and yeah, I feel like for some reason, I don't know why, but her art just really resonates on a whole other level. Once again, no spoilers. This is without context, but dude, this is the death. Oh, there we go. People are screwed. It don't matter if you're a hero, don't matter if you're average citizen. This is in different locations of the planet, too, all of this. Scary. Absolutely scary. What one man is capable of. One man. He basically is evil Batman. This is what happens if Batman goes evil. It's not fun. I mean, it's a fun book. I see Lion fans. It sounds like it's a fun book, don't get me wrong, but man, I don't want to imagine a world where this scenario seems like a reality at all. He's actually probably one of the very few characters, and the amount of characters in my life, whether it's movies, comics, you name it, that have absolutely terrified me. Nemesis is one of them. He's absolutely one of them. The amount of characters that terrify me, it's probably in the single digits. No, it is in the single digits. This is one of them. This is one of them. What this guy does. It's insane. But man, oh man, dude. I had such a killer time. Caster, did you catch any reads that you read this week?
So, if I'm going to pick any one book, aside from our Rippaverse, choice, it is going to be the Gotcha Man books.
Ooh, go on about them. Tell us about them.
Coming out of, I believe, Mad Cave Comics, which has been just such a darling little company that keeps getting my money. Gotcha Man has been consistently putting out like an ongoing series with the main team of the Science Ninja Division. They've put out like a little 4-issue miniseries for one of their big villains with Bird Katse, which I would say might even be worth getting you to take a look at. Just because you want to see a villain doing villainous stuff, it's perfect for that. But in addition to all of that, we have been getting a series of one-off issues in which we have all 5 of the titular characters of the Science Ninja Division, each getting their own little one-shot adventure. Just to pull up an image here for you.
Sure.
Also, because Gotcha Man Joe is of the team, the Condor.
That's all you needed to say. The Condor. The Condor lives.
He does
in
indeed.
My mind, of course. In my
he
mind.
Is arguably of the team for Gotcha Man. He's probably my least favorite character because he's such a dick.
Mm-hmm.
The issue kind of makes him likable in a way, where he's going solo for an adventure here to run around. And it's just a great little read. The art is pretty fantastic. There's some great shots here as I'm going to pull a couple of choice examples up here.
Oh, hello. I recognize this style. I do recognize this style. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's one I've been enjoying. The artist is Nicola Scott.
I recognize it. I do recognize the style. I think Nicola Scott did, some Wonder Woman in the Rebirth era, I think. If not, very comparable style, put that way. It's either same human or oh, we got a Pablo here. Oh, and he pulled out. He was in, and then he's just like, no, I'm not going in.
Nicola Scott has got some.
Maybe he is coming in.
Oh, hey.
Howdy ho! Pablo! Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, man. I can say that I'm really glad about life right now. I have
Yeah.
some assorted
Ooh,
nuts
I'm gonna be.
and
I'm gonna zoom in on your nuts. Okay. Come on, show them. Show us your
dude, it's
nuts.
just
Looks like the number 10 with
these
nuts on
bread
top of it.
things.
Dude, you
Uh,
got the number 10. Look. The way angle is slant, it looks like you have a
does.
10 there. It looks like a 10.
oh yeah, I was like, where?
Wow.
I can eat things that are really fatty, like nuts.
Like newts, yeah.
I'm stuck.
You should be
Everything,
stoked.
dude. I'm at the point I have eaten a fried steak. So with oil on the pan, that creates that caramelization, that extra layer of crispiness on the outside. God damn it.
Oh,
I miss that
dude.
so much.
That sounds amazing.
I'm
Francis,
yeah.
dude. I'm having I'm going by my dad's, my parents, and I'm gonna have they're grilling on Monday for dinner, and I'm gonna get in on the ribs. I'm like, man, I gotta ship some out to Ecuador,
Dude.
so you can have some of that delicious meat. It's really good meat, by the way. It's some might say it's the freshest meat. Those are very smart people who eat that meat. The freshest meat, the best meat. I'm just saying. All right, Caster. I want you to give it a go. I want you to show them all why you have the greatest comic book pages you've ever seen on a man.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
You put that clip as soon as I was about to get nuts on my mouth. Yeah, I will wait a couple of seconds.
Okay, Caster, go ahead.
No, but Gotcha Man Joe Bloodlines. It's a fun little book. Which is forcing me to kind of look at one of my least favorite members of the Science Ninja division of Gotcha Man, and kind of puts him in a new light. Where he's always been this sort of asshole character that I never exactly kind of gravitated towards, but it's a chance to sort of see this vulnerable side of a character who's always been this kind of hardened character who's quick to push the button to launch missiles and cause the mayhem. And kind of among the group of all the stories we've had so far with them, where each one has their own little standalone, it fits right in. Plus, it's kind of him running around this kind of vague, generic, Middle Eastern country, which and some beautiful artwork, by the way. In addition,
Okay.
he's running around. It looks solid. There's some decent action, and for being a little one-off, just to kind of buy you into a character, it does what it needs to do.
Okay. Killer. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad that this is something that gets our jollies all fancied. It's something I want to remember. It's something I want to check out. You have my undivided attention with this.
Well, and also the fact that it's not, there's also the nice benefit that it's not just more Marvel DC stuff, that we get some hero work going on that we can
That's
kind
important.
of look to. Yeah. For as good as Marvel and DC can be, have been, and on occasion are, it's also important to have some stuff out there that isn't solely under their discretion.
Yes, I agree. Strongly agree.
I mean, also, like, our boy, Joe here isn't exactly afraid to get his hands dirty.
Well, sometimes a man has to get his hands dirty, and that's just how it is.
Man, that panel is really well framed.
What's up, Keely? How you doing, dude? Nice to see you here, my man. Hell yeah. Shout out to Keely. Chow, the dude.
I saw Keely's thumbnail. Now I just want to go rewatch some Justice League.
Dude, one of the best cartoons. Just saying, one of the absolute best. It's so bloody damn good. Seriously, I just absolutely love it. It's seriously incredible. Where I wouldn't know. It's dudes hour here. I think the amount of women that either watch the show or have been on the show is in the single digits. So
Of all the women that have been
it's
on the
dudes
show,
hour.
there's only a couple, but
Well, we had CJ
There's
on
only two.
twice. She was awesome. I do want to have her on
three.
again, hopefully later in the year.
So
And there's
sisters.
Kitty from Flip City. Kitty, yeah, Kitty. So we had her on. Someone I'd like to have on again. And then, of course, Jen and Sylvia, who I should try to get in touch of having on again as well. It's been over a year now. I should definitely be like, hey.
So
Now that there's
we
a
have
handful
had
of books
4
out,
women.
4 women, and maybe 1 or 2 have watched the show. So around 6. Okay.
That makes sense.
Single digits. See? Single digits. Progress, not perfection. It's okay. Ooh, I like the spread. Tell me about the spread.
I mean, what more is there to say? He's flying in. He's got his one of the big elements they kind of had to go in early was like the racing car there, which we see kind of go bust in like it's the Batmobile. This is basically a Batman story for all intents and purposes, and he's just one piece of a larger group that is kind of all very similar. So it's like a team of like 5 Batman.
Wow. Hot damn, dude.
And the big difference is like on the regular, they go fight big robots.
Man, I miss the old school cartoon.
Big robots. The best robots. Just saying, the best robots. Okay. And earlier the show, you said this is a one-off issue from the regular series?
Yes. So Gotcha Man does have a regular ongoing series, and then they have been having a series of one-shot stories where each one of the members of the larger team can have a solo adventure.
Oh, it's my guy Andrew. Hey, Andrew, what's up? What's going on?
Didn't they have an anime just for one of the villainesses?
They could have. I'm not as familiar with a lot of the other ancillary series beyond just the original. I mean, I know it's one of those super influential series that have been around. Gotcha Man, which I believe was not Battle Beyond the Stars, Battle for Earth. I can never remember what the original name for the English series was. I've always known it as Gotcha Man.
Oh, okay.
I got you, man. I got you, man. That's what's up. I got you, man.
I have a big complaint to make about Wizards of the Coast, and it's about something comic related.
Do it. Talk about it. Complain about it. Go and he's getting his drink on for this. All right.
As you know, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. So we have a lot of the packaging revealed. The box art for the play boosters is just Spider-Man. That's really cool. Okay. The fat pack is going to have a bit of action. Okay. Nothing really bad yet. Only is new art when they have the rights for the old art. I'm feeling like they are going to do the secret layer with that. You know what's... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so the thing is, they by and large want to. It would be actually, Captain Wolf, you're right. Is Battle of the Planets, but the thing is, they want to by and large be able to use their original art. You got to remember, at the end of the day, WotC, Wizards of the Coast, they will commission hundreds of pieces of art for every set, which is kind of which is one of the biggest praises I can kind of give to the company, which is to say they have a big art budget.
when it's not plagiarized.
Right. That said, don't be surprised to find out that we're going to start getting more AI art because, again, they have a lot of money to throw at art, and if they could cut back there on what is effectively I think $1 billion for Magic a year.
They will do it. They will do it. Don't put it past them.
Well, I should say, Magic brings in like $1 billion, and
Yeah.
for
Just Final Fantasy. The set of Final Fantasy sold like crazy. I think they are $500 million already just by that set.
every single one of these sets is especially these licensed sets are licensed to print money. They are going to bring in crazy amounts with every set because they know there are people that are going to come in and buy it just for that.
Yeah, and I don't think this one is going to sell that much. Avatar is going to sell double of this.
Yep. It's like I think this is what just coming out, and yet all the hype is immediately not getting pushed on this. It's getting pushed right into the Avatar set, which I didn't think was going to be quite as big as it is. But for all the criticism I've had for WotC, the licensed stuff they put out just gets more and more popular. The Fallout was popular, but the Lord of the Rings sets, the fact that they've done 2 Lord of the Rings sets has shown that it is doing more and more. It's kind of sad because, hey, the game has sort of lost its identity when you can build a deck with like SpongeBob SquarePants and Deadpool and Spider-Man all in the same deck together. It's like, well, what even is Magic?
I can show you right now.
Showing the
because I have one of my decks. I'm kind of an asshole, so this deck is just mistreatment. It's an Ecusar deck.
Ooh.
So every
no, not Necus.
Yeah, every time somebody draws a card, they just receive a lot of pain. Give me a second.
Pablo, I don't think we can be on a show together anymore.
Traitors!
The thing is that in this, I have added some additional random stuff. Just give me a second because my mom gave me some iced tea, so I'm really happy about that.
Get your tea.
You know, I don't.
Yeah,
Pablo. I don't feel so bad about
same
playing,
deck. I'm running
slivers anymore.
Oh, dude, slivers are right now getting some extra stuff. Yeah, this is the Shadow the Hedgehog. Yep.
Oh my god, that's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wait, it's in the same. Yeah, it's in the same deck where I have a lot of Deadpool cards. So yeah, Magic the Gathering right now is an absolute mess. I'm looking for Deadpool because Deadpool is in this deck because I have an infinite combo where Deadpool dies and is brought back to life and dies and is brought back to life. So yeah, it's canonically correct. I made a Deadpool combo that actually uses Deadpool as Deadpool should be used on the comics. So yeah, some people can do things that the comics are not doing. Anyway, there's this really, really high price, the highest price item on every set is the collector booster. That's the premium thing. That's the thing that everybody wants. That's what should actually show a Spider-Man in the Spider-Man set. Well, I don't see any Spider-Man there.
That's not Spider-Man. What's up, Talem29? He says he's waiting for Golden Patriot and Tales from the Battlefield to arrive. When we get into that, which we probably a little soon, I should have gotten Tales from the Battlefield. I'm retarded and didn't think about it, and I should have. And my guy, Student of God, says Neurodeck sucks. The new green, blue, red guy, that shit's one guys. One people draws bear. It's a dragon. Ooh. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming you guys know what that means because you guys didn't sound confused the way I sound confused. So I'll let you guys take the baton.
Yeah, I kind of get the idea. There's a lot of crazy token decks that are actually really powerful. But my point is this. This is the most priced item. It's actually going for... right now in Amazon, they don't even have the price out. It's $1,000 for 12 packs of cards. A dozen at 1K for this, just for 12 packs of 15 cards each. So every card is a stupid pricey, right? Is the Spider-Man set? No Spider-Man. That's fucking Miles Morales. That's fucking Gwen Stacy.
Dude, come on. You know, have you noticed? I'm not sure if you noticed, but usually, like when there's new merch that prints out, whether it's like shirts or like stickers, every time they make merch something, they always now include Miles and Gwen, and I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's like, oh, hey, that's a decent design, but you had to add those two characters there.
First of all,
fuck that shit.
Let's be honest. Neither Gwen Stacy nor Miles Morales have enough gravitas to get a fandom together.
No.
If
Gwen Stacy's fandom was a short-term thing. I get why it took off when it initially did, but it petered out. It petered out.
I really like the design of the suit. I really like depending on the
simple
artist.
design. I'll give them that. It's a cool design, but that should have been a one-off story, not an expectation going forward.
Yeah, but I'm coming more from the side that let's be honest, as Lucas recently refreshed our memory on this, is made for 12-year-olds. So it should be attractive to 12-year-olds. And when Stacy is hot as hell, and in the suite, well, it's hot as hell. So in the comics, they make her, some of the art is really good, and it's really enjoyable. The art, the story sucks. That's the part that I hate, because it's a character that is an Elseworld, is a different universe. You can go with it because it is for 12-year-olds. They can make it really hot, really interesting, and that's it. We have had comics dedicated for that on Marvel for years.
Well, yeah,
right?
the Galahara Spider-Man 2099, the definitive multiverse version of Spider-Man.
No, I mean as just being hot. If you go to She-Hulk, if you go to...
John Byrne drew a great She-Hulk.
Dude, so I have no complaints there. But this is a Spider-Man spotlight, right? The whole set is called Spider-Man. You put a Spider-Man on the box.
Yeah.
You use a Spider-Man for the...
You should. Yeah, you should. That should be basic, like common sense. But obviously, in a day and age with no basic common sense, we want the marketing brand name recognition of Spider-Man, but we have to put in a character that's not Spider-Man in there. And Vince brings up a great point. How many Punisher comics could you get for $1,000 instead? A whole lot of them. Some of them great ones, even. Some of them really, really great ones. Some might say you could get the entire Chuck Dixon run with it. Some might say you could get the Garth Ennis run as well.
My best Magic the Gathering deck, is a CEDH right now, because of some cards that have hiked on price, like the One Ring that now is almost $100. I think if I sold every single card at market price, is like 1.5K. That means that I can build a deck, a full deck, for the price of this box, without going random, without getting disappointed, because you open one of these packs and I have gotten $600 cards, or I have gotten zero. You can go home without anything. And the packs are normally really pricey. It used to be $30 for a pack. In this, it's going to be $100 or more for a pack.
It's the crazy thing is, Magic is starting to get to a point where Warhammer 40K seems like a more cost-effective hobby to get into. Like, it's actually going to be cheaper.
That's stupid. That's plastic. It should be the pricier option.
It should be. But if you stop and think about this for a second, Pablo. Okay, so if I use roughly $4 for a booster pack as the starting point,
Yeah.
and then assume I buy a booster box every single set release. That's what, 4 to 5 sets in a year. That booster box is like $120 for 36 packs.
No. Play booster boxes are 3 packs now, so it's less or more. Yeah.
I like those designs of Spider-Man, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock. I'll say that. I like those designs.
They remind me of the Ultra Pro cards from the 90s.
Yes, that's like first thing that went through my mind was those killer cards.
There's some cards
so damn good.
There are some cards on the set that actually go really like those kind of cards. Let me see if I can get the arts on screen really fast.
So to kind of follow my thought there, if you scroll down real quick, what is the cost of a box right now for let's say the Spider-Man set there? Scroll down just a smidge.
Oh,
$200.
Yeah, here in Ecuador is way more. Is almost 500. That's why I'm not getting any. I wanted to open a box in the show and I couldn't because $500
go for crazy amounts. The point being, if we're talking, oh my god, like yeah, $200. Wow, $200 for a box.
$1,000 for.
Sorry, I gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
what are other boxes going for? Like, mind you, I have been out of Magic for a good solid decade now, so I really don't know what prices are at anymore.
Yeah, I can get you.
I gotta look now.
Check the prices. Bundle. Come on.
I love the gift bundle. It's just absolutely wonderful for me that they are using the OG art. But
okay, so let's see. Edge of Eternity's play booster boxes are $150. If we look at that and assume one booster box per set, then we're talking $150 times 4. That's what, $600 in a year. That is a Warhammer army. That one army could last you 3 years with the current edition, and then you roll that forward into subsequent editions.
You're telling me that plastic crack at this point is a better investment than cardboard crack. That is still not as bad as an investment as normal as crack.
I have been painting Blood Angels, my man, and it's like for $50-$60, I can get 10 Space Marines.
Fuck.
And the thing is, I know that squad of Space Marines is going to be good for the next 3 years at least.
Yeah, right now on the standard, there's an issue where basically the dominating deck, and I mean is 70% of the deck registered for tournament right now is exactly the same deck. And it's because of Final Fantasy for a card that is called BB Ornithir that actually breaks the game.
Oh, the best part, Pablo, is I don't have 30 copies of the same commons and uncommons that are worth like 10 cents each. I have 10 Space Marines.
Dude,
like, it is unironically at a point where Warhammer is a more cost-effective game.
Now, going for a standard right now is $800. It's stupid. You should not play Magic the Gathering. If you don't have the cards already, you should not be. But at least I know somebody that will buy this gift bundle, and I will ask him for the box because I love the box. The box is amazing. I want this box, right? Because it's the cover for Amazing Fantasy. Number 15 is beautiful.
It's a sculpture of a cover. It's a sculpture of a cover. It really is.
But I'm not paying the amount that they are asking for the fucking box. It's $200.
I know, that's insane, dude. That's
And this is in
seriously
the
insane.
US. In Ecuador, this is
Man.
double plus something else.
Ooh, what the fuck? No, no, that's insane. All right, I want to acknowledge this comment really quick from Warshark Productions. I would love a Ripperverse card game. Okay, I'm not familiar on card games. However, could I see that happening from being an outsider? Yeah, actually, I could. There seems like there's enough people who mention it. One, two, there's a good amount of characters now. Three, I can imagine it being a lot more cost effective of something to get going than, let's just say, a movie or a video game right now. I think card game would definitely be very, very beneficial in my opinion. Now, maybe
With current
insiders
cadence.
be the decider on that, but that's how I see it from the outside on that.
I would say, if anything, you probably want to do a game something akin to Sentinels of the Multiverse,
Okay.
which is a I don't know if they. So I gotta look this up.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't know everything.
Well, so Sentinels of the Multiverse was a cooperative team-based card game where you would have a deck of cards to draft together and run with your character going up against a big villain with his plan. So there's kind of a more traditional like team up sort of thing where I have a deck of cards, you have a deck of cards, and we go around the table in doing turns. There's enough of a variety, I would say, with all of the Ripperverse books that a game akin to that would work. I wouldn't necessarily say a Magic-esque card game, but more a board game with cards.
Yeah. The issue right now is with the cadence of content that they have, they are not producing enough lore to make the cards or producing enough characters to have enough items for the cards. Because effects and things like that, you can make it part of the lore, some big event. So something like the Great War of Separation, right? That could be the basis of a set of cards, but you need to have all the characters, and they haven't really explained that much of the War of Separation, so we don't really know everything. We
So
don't have
maybe it
all the
needs more
characters.
time before it could come
Exactly.
out.
I will give it a couple. I
In
will say
addition-
maybe 5 years more with current cadence because they are producing enough product to have a good amount of characters coming out all the time. I will say they can.
In addition, for as much as many of these characters as they have, we haven't had a ton of core crossover like stuff akin to what you would expect out of a Marvel, where we're in a lot of ways these characters are still still at the basement floor being set up for themselves to stand out on their own.
Which I'm happy with that they're doing that. I like saying that we're really letting this universe grow and learning to have we're at the stage where basically they're learning to walk, eat, do basic human things. I don't want them to be at the phase where they're the teenager and they're hanging out with other kids all the time. I can't believe I made parenting an analogy about the Ripperverse, but here I am. I just did. I don't want them hanging out with teenagers I don't know yet. I need to grow with them. And yeah, the occasional jump in is nice, but I do love primarily that the priority of standing on their own 2 feet seems to be very important right now to them. Yes, and I remember that Saints and Sinners has got a wrestling story. My oldest is looking forward to that story a lot. That's gonna be her first comic from there. Is
Nice.
Saints and Sinners #1. Yeah. Yeah, these wrestling cards look great.
You can do something like this.
Oh, of course.
That you have the characters as cards and like they did with the document cards, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you want to do it really collectible, then you need to add rarities, you need to add different treatments, so some cards need to be foil and such to generate the business that you want. Yeah, it's a scummy.
Well, I would say the safer money, the easier money to play with, and not having to try to chase the trading card game craze, is to go the more kind of lean into what companies like Fantasy Flight Games has done with Legend of the Five Rings, where when you put out a set, you buy your box of cards. Everything in that box of cards is part of the set, so you can have the art there, and so you might go in with like, here's the core set plus this expansion put into that core set.
Yeah, the issue there is that you will get less collectability for those cards than if you make them scarce. That's the reason why.
The thing is though, Pablo, you're circumventing and you're not even doing a collectible card game in that same approach, because if you're gonna go to, say, the Rippaverse to buy cards, let's say the Isom box 1 is gonna have every card from the Isom set, meaning they can keep publishing that same set and you can get all those Isom cards. There's not gonna be that FOMO, there's not gonna be that chase of it.
Cards Against Humanity kind of business, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I like that that model. I don't think it's the best for selling, but for the customer, it's absolutely the best.
Yeah, it totally kind of keeps things on their heads a bit. Like I said, there are games that have done this. Star Wars has had card games like this. Lord of the Rings has had them like this. They were
have
popular for their times.
Yeah, they have a game that is going right now. And to be honest, I haven't played because it's Disney.
Hey, valid. Absolutely valid. I got this comment here. I've had highlight for all of it. Acknowledge it. Enlightened fan. I read The Incredible Hulk 29 recently. Wasn't happy. I enjoyed it. It's been a long time since I've read it, but I do remember enjoying it. I'm going to have to give it a reread sometime between now and my death, but I did enjoy it. Mohammed said, "What's up, buddy? How you doing?"
I was reading. Goddamn it.
I got back to reading Doctor Strange, Strange Tales, issue 140. I read Ghost Rider and Son. Oh man, you are on some comics. You're always on some comics. You're always on to like the best comics. Some might say Muhammad says reading the best comics. I didn't say it, but that's what many people are saying. He may be reading the best comics. He always is. It's another day ending in Y for him. Another day. Another day. I want to show this off because we were talking about Nemesis earlier. I found my King of Spies trade paperback, which I'm getting my King of Spies hardcover soon because he's putting out a library hardcover edition. He released about a month ago, and my copy finally came in my shop. That's been closing down next month because September is in a few days, and that's going to be one of my final purchases from there is the hardcover. But I want to show you this killer cover from Matteo Scalera. And you can't tell me this is totally not Pierce Brosnan, but in movie format as Old Man Bond. I mean, come on. It couldn't be any more obvious.
Yeah, if you
Pierce, you
I see it with the
need
mustache.
to do this damn movie.
If you have seen Mobland, yeah. Because he let himself grow thick beard and kind of stash and everything. Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah.
Come on, dude. Just do it. Mark, if you're out there listening to the stream, you really need to reach out to Pierce Brosnan somehow. He needs to play this character. Because, okay, if Sean Connery can have The Rock be his final Bond movie, we'll say it like that, why can't King of Spies be Pierce Brosnan's final Bond movie? If you guys get what I mean. For those of you who, do you guys understand the lore, Caster and Pablo, on the movie The Rock being okay? Pierce Brosnan doesn't need to do an actual James Bond movie. This needs to be his final Bond movie. This story. Do you know about the lore, Caster, on Sean Connery and The Rock?
I've often heard people call it an unofficial James Bond movie, but outside of that, no.
Yes, it's been. Go look at it later. I'll have to send you. I'll have to text you. There's videos showing you like tons of theories on how the Rock was the actual final Sean Connery Bond movie. Yeah, that Keely Shaw right there. The Rock is Sean Connery's final Bond film. He knows. He knows.
Sean Connery wanted to do his final Bond movie.
But
He wanted to return as Bond in some way.
should be Pierce Brosnan's unofficial movie. And I feel like this would do bangers. Pierce Brosnan would make a lot of money. Mark and Mateo would make a lot of money. And we, as viewers, would have so much damn fun. And the best part is the story is a one and done story. You won't have to worry about a sequel, spin-off. It's a one and done story. You get to enjoy it in comic and movie. It should be a movie, by the way. It needs to be a live movie. This needs to happen. Come on. Come on. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
This is just not waiting for Pierce Brosnan to button up one last time. Come on.
That's a straight out of Mobland.
Pierce Brosnan is my personal favorite Bond.
That's an incredible choice. So I can't.
And that's something considering like the first Bond I saw in theaters was Die Another Day.
Wow.
Okay.
My least favorite one.
But you cannot deny the charisma Pierce has. Like, even in a bad movie like that, he's still...
Pierce is not the problem with that movie. Netflix owns right. Yes, he does own the right. But that doesn't mean Netflix can't use Pierce Brosnan. So he needs to get something going. Come on. Come freaking on. Okay. Anyways, chat, you were awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is a drink of alcohol. It's got Maker's Mark in it, a little dash of Coke. This one's for you guys hanging out with us, giving us your time, your thoughts, your input, your opinions on comics. Thank you, and have a good Saturday night. We're going to continue to talk more comics.
Salud. Dude, Pauli is giving me some exercises, and one of the exercises is, well, basically with both arms, with the weights going like this, but with the arm like that.
Dude, that shirt is huge on you.
Oh, everything
it looks like
huge on me.
It looks like it's 2 sizes too huge.
Dude,
on you.
well, this sweater is from like 15 years ago. But well, I have been really chubby for a long time, but right now I barely have any meat left. Well, I have a lot of muscle because of Pauli.
You need a whole new wardrobe now.
It was from fatter times.
Yep. But the thing is that that movement right now I cannot really hold the glass still because it's so heavy on this muscle that I cannot hold the arm. Pauli not know what he's doing. It's actually really good training, but dude.
So Caster,
you guys,
we should talk for a few minutes on this. We're not going to go into spoilers because we have a chat. Some who've read it, but some have not read. But great minds thinking alike and all. Getting the best cover, by the way. This is the best cover. The other covers are cool, but this one's just nice with Kelsey Shannon. Kessler, why don't you go ahead? I'll let you lead with your thoughts, your spoiler-free thoughts on the Mighty Golden Patriot from Yellow Flash and John Dillard.
So, to make a long story short, the Mighty Golden Patriot is a tokusatsu adventure for anyone who out there who happens to enjoy themselves some Power Rangers, some Kamen Rider. This is the kind of adventure you want. This is straight to the point of a character who's set. The book is set during World War II with in Africa of all places, which is a bit of an unusual environment.
Oh no! Did we lose Kessler as he was on a good tangent? Kessler, come back! We lost you. All right, you're up to say it. Oh no, we lost him again. Oh no, he's getting shaky. You want to pull out and slide back in? All right, you pull out, and meanwhile, I'll get some clips and tips.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
That's the perfect part for you to come back at. Vince said not familiar. This is the new comic created by Yellow Flash and John Dillard. This is their comic book creation. They put out on their Rippaverse's publishing company, Ripascend. It's written. I guess you could say it's intended. I guess you could say it's a one shot with the hopes of there being more, but it's not really numbered. It's just the title as is. But anyways, Caster going on a little bit about the influences and what this is influenced by. So go ahead and continue, sir.
I guess to kind of get me on back up to it.
Yeah.
Where did I lose you guys at?
You were going on about how it's comparative to Common America and a few other things. Go ahead and just
start
from there again.
So the Mighty Golden Patriot is inspired by a lot of tokusatsu, your Power Rangers, your Kamen Riders, your Ultramans, etc. A lot of, there's a bit of that Japanese superhero sort of aesthetic to it. But it is set during World War II in Africa, of all places, which, as someone who's grown quite sick of all the talk of World War II, saying, you're like this faction, that faction, whatever, it was just kind of a fun story that I was able to get into that didn't make me keep thinking about like, oh yeah, which villain group am I going to be compared to out of this book? But our character is a World War II pilot named by the name of Jack Rogers.
I like that name. Totally not a Captain America influence name, by the way. Totally not. But I love that. That's good. I'm fine with that.
Who, in the process of doing his duty, winds up coming upon an ancient artifact that some of the more occult-minded sects of that mid-century German party were looking.
Oh no! It happened again.
Okay, first you tease tokusatsu, and then you disappear.
And then you mentioned the occult. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned the occult, kind of Hellboyish. Then you disappear. Man, are you teasing me?
Pablo feels teased by Caster. What a timeline. Or Pablo feels teased by Caster. But here we are, guys. Pablo is teased by Caster. And this is quite a touching segment here.
That time, I heard you coming.
God damn.
The best thing about the clip is not what Tia Carrera says. It's Dolph Lundgren's big giant grin on his face when she says that. That makes her quote great.
That must be really strong voice, because normally you don't produce sound. I'm just saying, if she has super hearing, or the guy is just.
I mean, it's Dolph Lundgren. We're talking about something that Brandon Lee experienced and was very wowed by. So, anyways, the Mighty Golden Patriot.
It's a silencer.
So, long story short, this is a fairly tight story that gets us straight into the action. We get to see our hero power up. We get to see, like, in that tokusatsu vibe, he gets a catchphrase to enact his powers. There's a lot to enjoy, especially if you happen to be coming from that sort of background. If you like Power Rangers, you'll probably enjoy this as well for what it's worth. And plus, little things like the iconic Yamcha pose do show up in this book.
Say that again? What shows up?
The Yamcha pose from Dragon.
From Dragon Ball. Okay. I actually know what that is. Okay, so clearly, if you're a fan of the things that you listed, you're going to benefit that much more from this read versus a casual who might still enjoy it. But if you know those things, you're really going to enjoy it that much more. It sounds like there's going to be quite a bit of a difference for those who are more so in the know. That's cool to hear from that perspective, because obviously I picked up on Power Rangers. I didn't really pick up on much else, but to be fair, I'm not knowledgeable on much else. So Did I enjoy it for what it was? I did. John Dillard is really killer on art, by the way. The dude's really damn good. Like, holy shit, this is my first exposure to his stuff, and I really enjoyed it. I was like really impressed with it. I like that the story, like, it's really quick. Like, it's like this story moves fast. Like, this story is lightning. Like, you gotta like keep up with the story, which I think works to its strength and not its detriment. I love that this story is just go, 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 go. If like every page or 2 page, something was absolutely happening, which I liked. I liked our character. I like that we got an idea, we got a basic idea of him, but we don't know too much. That's fine. Exposition can come later, should there be that bridge to cross. But I like we were just dropping him into the thick of the action. I like stories when they just drop you right into the thick of things, and that's what I like with the story. I'm not going to explain the context of the thick of things, but I like that that's what we put him in, and we get an idea of the suit. We get a basic idea of how it functions, and we see its capabilities, and I'm enjoying its capabilities. I was enjoying how fun it was. The book, man, the book was just, I was enjoying. I like that Flash was really light on dialogue. He was really to the point with his characters too, which I think is, once again, especially for a guy who probably never written a comic book in his life, I think once again that was something that worked in his favor too. Having Dillard there definitely really made him look good as well. Once again, Dillard's the MVP. No offense, Flash, you did good too, but Dillard, seriously, he really like elevated this book to another level. He really did. But I enjoyed what Flash has to offer with this world, these characters. I like what we're getting with possible world of villains. I have the thing we'll probably get an expansion of supporting cast later on. The action was really good. I really enjoyed the action. I do like that this character, we already have a good idea in the background. I like how it's done, and I like that we already have a character who I'm liking as a guy. I'm like, this is cool. Oh, dude. Okay. I slightly lied. Obviously, that's influenced by the White Ranger design from Tommy a little bit.
Yeah.
I recognize that from that page. It's a killer page, by the way. Here, I'm going to biggin you. And guys, don't worry, we're not giving away spoilers. We're being mindful.
You just know it's over.
Damn, dude. Hot damn.
You remember second it will be third season of the Power Rangers CEO, the Golden Ranger. The one that
the Gold Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also had a bit of
Rumble rant. We got 2 Rumble rants from Depot 101 for $1 each. The Mighty Golden Patriot review. It's fine. There's some definite moments where it felt amateurish. Well, new writer. I think the book would have benefited from being an extra 2 to 10 pages, part 1. Interesting on that one. I didn't particularly care for the art. Really? See, I really did dig it. It felt a bit too digital, too dark at times, but it's a fun, quick read. If you want to give an independent book a shot for $15, it's good. I've seen worse. Oh, okay. So he still enjoyed it, but he felt fine. Okay, that's fair. No, I'm probably around like a 7.5. Now, would I probably benefit giving, let's just say, maybe an 8 if I came from, let's just say, a caster's perspective of knowing the influences? Maybe I would. But did I still enjoy it? Would I check out more? Yes, I absolutely would check out more if this continues. We're not, don't worry, we're not giving away spoilers. I know you said no spoilers. Yeah. I know you said, okay, no spoilers. And I guess I'm saying, yes, don't worry, we're not. Caster is a type of guy who's very mindful of what pages he can put. He's just trying to show you the art. That's all it is. That's all.
One of the best things that can help sell a book is going to be some solid action poses, a good solid bit of hero posing. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that really works with a character like this, it's that windbreaker, the sash. Mm-hmm, like it adds that extra little bit of that dynamic posing, because you have just that, while the character is stand still, you could get the sense of like the dynamic wind blowing behind them. That's where a character's cape does such good work. I mean, look at everything Todd McFarlane has ever done with it.
Yeah. Is that Kamen Rider aesthetic. They used to have the scarf. Yeah. It worked really well. It worked amazingly well.
I think a 7 is a fair score for this book. I did enjoy it for a lot of the action stuff. It did feel like it was over almost too quick because this was a book I devoured once I sat down and finally read it.
So that's one of your complaints. You just wanted more. That's a good complaint to have, though. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I still need to give it a second read because maybe I'd still be around that, maybe an 8. I did enjoy it. I would check out more. I had enough fun where I'm actually interested. I'm actually interested. I had just enough fun. I'm like, okay, yeah, you could tell obviously Yellow Flash is new to writing, but I was like, he doesn't suck at writing at all. He doesn't. He's not bad either. He got the job done. I enjoyed what he had with his characters, and I like what potential we have with the villains. I like that he was even brave enough to throw in I don't know if I'd call it a twist, but a nice surprise in the story, because that's something you kind of do when you're feeling a bit more ambitious. But he went for the thing, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm actually appreciative he went for that. I'll put in the private, Caster, what I'm talking about.
I'm thinking.
Well, you might be see if you might be thinking another. I put in the private what the thing I'm talking about. But that was impressive. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I really dug that out of him. And once again, that's something you kind of to do those things, you gotta be bold to do that right off the bat, especially if you're new to writing books. And he went for it, and I was really happy with that. So I was good with that.
So Deeple, the page 2 of Journey, I cannot disagree with you there. Like, given the confines of how many pages we had to play with, the point of it ultimately was to try and get us a nice big little hero adventure out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
It did okay. It's a solid C+ to maybe a B-. I am intrigued to see more. And coming from a big fan of the tokusatsu of all that rubber suit action stuff, this is at a good place for me.
You feel like there's potential here. You feel like there's potential here because this is right up. This is more up your alley than mine. So you're gonna know better than I will.
Well, not only that, this is not a book like anything else we were kind of getting out of the Rippaverse, where this is a story of a character who finds power and is thrust into the danger of it, while himself already being kind of accustomed to being in danger.
Mm-hmm. I like that. See, I like that we put him in that spot. Don't worry. Enlightened Fan, we have not given away a single thing. Trust me. Caster and I are doing a very good job. I would have said to him, hey, kind of careful there. No, trust me, he hasn't given away nothing. Right now, I like that we put this character in this position. I like it when stories do that. To me, when I hear all there, it's like we're starting off on the second movie. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're starting. This is our first story with the character. And I love that when they do it. Because there is a time and place for the exposition. And I want a comic book to grab me. And this comic book did just that. It was grabbing me and buckling me up for the ride. And I appreciated that Flash went for that. Maybe he had some alternate version where he started off with the exposition first. Maybe if he did, I'm glad he didn't go for it. I'm glad we just went straight for the balls. And, well, he said, I'm going to take your balls and I'm going to have them to the damn wall. So what you going to do about that shit? You get your balls to the wall. So, anyways, but we'll get into more. But Deeple 101 has a collection of memes. And, by the way, thank you for the $2 Rumble rant, brother. We send memes, and the least we do is, well, cover them. Friday, my second favorite F word. Ooh, I like. I'm a huge fan of that F word. A huge fan. Me mentally preparing myself to leave the house and deal with all the bungholes out. Oh, that's good. Free mammogram. Oh. We have a toxic man here. Very toxic man.
Wait. There's some dogs that they have trained to smell cancer. The guy
know, but I
is
believe
really good
you.
smelling.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, what the hell is this? Ric Flair was already here. He killed the dragon, took your coins, and so it go. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Woo! That is absolutely Ric Flair in a nutshell. Absolutely, that's Ric Flair. Oh man. Okay, let's look at the next one. Showing up to play Ohio State, must be a college football reference. I actually can't understand that reference only because my feed gets flooded with Dave Portnoy boys. So I actually understand this. Well done.
You see, being from the fine state of Michigan, any time that Ohio cries is like a good day for us.
I'm aware because Dave Portnoy has been really rooting for Michigan. It's great. Oh, it's great. It was a World 6-9 for the Flair one. 6-9. Oh. All right, I got
this squirrel know how to live.
Me thinking, now I need something sweet after I just ate.
By the way, thinking about it, like the fact that tomorrow's gonna be September 1st. We're 2.5 months away from Thanksgiving.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Deepo's a big Ohio fan. No way. Oh, dude, that's great. This just got better. All right. We got a Michigan guy and an Ohio guy. Yes.
Well, I should specify. I'm more of an MSU guy myself. Like, give me that green and white. I'll take them over U of M any day.
I like
if I have to vote, if I have to cheer for a side, then I'm gonna go for Michigan over Ohio State. So I can't ride with you, Deeple.
Booby trap backwards is party boob. Carry on. I love that. I love that. Are you there, God? It's me, Cornholio. Oh, sorry. Wow, that was amazing. You barely passed. Oh man, things just got a whole lot.
Oh wait!
I revoke your pass. Oh, that's good.
Oh man.
Oh, that's amazing. Anyways, the Mighty Golden Patriot. Holy crap, we had a college football thing going on for a few minutes. That was great. Oh, I hope there's more. For real though, I do hope that there's more from this book. I'm interested, even though comics is a deep territory of familiarity. I am obviously well invested, but of these particular influences, I'm not as knowledgeable on. I guess you could say I'm a bit normie outside of the U.S. like World War II stuff. I have a little bit above surface level knowledge on that, but everything else is very normie territory. I'm curious enough, and I do say it's worthy of a pickup. You're someone say, oh, hey, did Yellowfish write a solid comic book his first go around? I'd say he did. He did write a solid book, and John Dillard really fucking kills it though. I really enjoyed his art, and for me, I got the Kelsey Shannon cover. I mean, we can look at some of those covers really quickly just to show you guys, hey, there were some killer covers, and he had some killer pencilers on those covers. So why not look at some? Obviously, me and Casser got the one from the awesome Kelsey Shannon, which hey, let's I'm gonna big in myself one more time, dude. This cover here. Just saying. I really I enjoyed this cover. I really enjoyed this cover, but I know the most popular cover, I think was the cover D, I think. So let's.
So people like the D.
Yeah. Oh, dude, a lot of dudes are really liking that D this time around.
Okay, I need
Something about the hooker
to
being
ask you a
cheap this time
question.
around. Sure.
You two already got the comic, already read the comic.
Sure.
Is his first try with this character and everything, but let me ask you this. And do you see Yellow Flash somebody that can handle not just this character, but going into other characters, start writing other characters? Or is more like he's laser focus on this character, this is his story?
I don't think. I mean, gosh, if we're talking from, we're looking at it from a business perspective, or we look at it from fan lenses. If we're talking fan
There's
lenses,
some. If you see, there's a lot of indie authors that normally they have that one character that they are really good at, but
yeah,
they cannot transition to other characters. They cannot take, for example, there's something that is already going and just become part of that universe, get in tune and start writing. Right.
I'll put
So
this. Oh, go ahead, finish your thought.
yeah,
I'll say mine.
that shows if it's somebody that wants to be in the industry or somebody that wants to tell a specific tale, right? And that difference is really important, because if this is his baby and this is what he wants to do and everything, okay, we know that there's a sense of finality to his work. It's not like he can become part of the comic book industry forever. But if he is good doing other characters, or at least you can see that he can write other things, he can go deeper into the industry. And well, right now we need people to go balls deep into the industry.
I see it like this. This project seems like something that is a bit of a passion project, his baby, if you will. This seems like something he is really pouring a lot of himself into as far as his labor of love of the things that he likes.
Mhm.
However, could he be capable of doing other things should he so choose, so as his little heart desires? There's potential there for him to do it. He's just got to stay on the right track, and if he continues to get better, which I can definitely see him getting better. I could definitely see him getting better. I feel like this guy absolutely has room for greatness in the writing department. I mean, he's got the influences. It's clear that he knows his influence. He has a basic concept on how to write. He understands voices. It's clear that having literature devil obviously at his book, I'm sure helped as well. And maybe he learned from that experience his first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he's gained a lot of knowledge along the way on this. And it's clear he's built a world around this character and his supporting cast and a villain. Maybe there might be another. It feels like there is definitely great potential here for something that is good that could become great. Now, should this be your first comic book, let's just say ever, you might be more fond of this. You might see this as an 8.5. You might, and that's great if you feel that way. I'm happy there are people who seem to be really enjoying this. I'm glad that they are enjoying this. I'm happy to see that. Obviously, I'm going to see it a little bit differently from a different angle, but I still enjoyed it overall for what it was, and I'm happy that I enjoyed it, and I'm curious to see how Yellow Flash can grow as a comic book writer, because if I'm going to be very bluntly honest, I would rather have streams where he's, let's just say, doing a panel talking about the mighty Golden Patriot. I watched the hell out of that over Flashcast. No disrespect, because obviously my buddy Tom, who's a friend of mine, is obviously on Flashcast. Fatal J is a good guy I know as well, and I appreciate that show. But I would love so much more if we had at least one, like once on a quarterly basis. And if it happens more, obviously gravy, a show where we're talking about Yellow Flash's new book that quarter of the year. I think that would really enhance this show so much more. And I would love to see that be a thing for Flash, because, and I talked to the guy, he knows comics. He knows comics. He's got long boxes, and he knows his comics. And he spent a pretty penny for some comics. So I know the man knows the medium. So if anyone tries to tell you anyone, oh, he doesn't know comics, he's jumping. No. You stop right there. Yellow Flash knows the medium comic books. You can sit in the back right where you belong. This man is a fan of comic books. Anyways,
right.
Let's look at some covers, and Cassie, you can talk while I show off some covers.
So I think overall the book is a solid 7.5. I think it's got it's not the best start, but it shows potential, and I do want to see more for where this is going, especially being a fan of that tokusatsu, that Power Rangers sort of vibe. This has got some familiarity there for me. I want to see more of where this could go. That said, I think in terms of expanding out more, I think a Yellow Flash might be willing to go and do like a little story for like one of the larger anthologies, like how we've seen Rippaverse doing now. Okay, he's shown he's got some props where he does have some capabilities. I wonder what he could do with other people's characters. How well could he do that story?
Maybe Saints and Sinners Volume 2. Maybe he'll write a story for Saints and Sinners Volume 2. That's an idea. Yeah, I mean, if he feels confident enough, I want to see him grow. I mean, in my personal opinion, no. If he's got the confidence to go for something else, hey, do as you wish. But in my personal opinion, I feel like I want him to really let himself mold with this stuff first and then merc into other territory. But if he feels confident enough, hey, it's your life. But I want to let the man mold himself with the story and then venture off, ideally speaking. But, hey, everyone is different.
Long term, I'm going to be here for Volume 2 whenever we do get that inevitably.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yep, I will throw my money at this. I want to see more from this character. I think it's a great costume design. It's not overly drawn.
I like it.
And also knowing the sort of genre he's in, this costume looks like it would be ripe for an inevitable like redesign or an upgrade to the suit.
I like the suit. I like the suit because it has enough distinction to make it its own thing, but obviously being very blatantly obvious that it is homage to stuff they like. So he's obviously a guy who likes to wear his influences on his sleeve, which I have no problem with. I'm fine with that. I think that's great. You want to give at least some guys like Caster above me. He's like, hey, guys like him are gonna be, oh, okay, I see what he was trying to do there, type of thing. So
hear me out.
Go ahead, Pablo.
When you are designing a character like a Power Ranger, you are not going simplistic just because it looks sleek. It's because you have a ton of ways to upgrade the suit to get extra powers and things like that in the future. So if Power Rangers, right? When the Green Ranger disappears because, Tommy is supposedly dead, the Red Ranger gets the upper part of the Green Ranger's armor, right? He gets the piece on the chest and everything, even the dragon logo, and it looks cool as hell. Then they do a bit of a redesign with the ninja suits, but you also get a lot of extra parts that appear on the suit that make them look flashier, crazier. But that means that they mean business, that they are fighting a really strong character that they need to defeat. So you get all those small extra upgrades to the powers, and you show them through the changes of the costume, and that works really well. So this kind of really simplistic design goes really well with extra armor, extra weaponry that takes part of the body. The Power Rangers had some things that kind of stick to their bodies when they are using their weapons.
Traditionally speaking, they would get something like the giant shoulder cowl piece.
Yeah, exactly. Or the spikes on the Dino Powers, or exactly like that.
That said, he does have a whole lot of black space on the chest, on the wider body itself, that you could easily have some more upgrades to, or we could sort of see some stuff going on with that other character at the bottom there in the designs of the two hero designs.
Okay, so for those of you who are not in the know chat, this is cover B. This was done by Mike S. Miller. He also did the B cover, ironically enough, to the Horseman #1. That was the cover I got for the Horseman #1. This cover kind of is like almost like a movie poster. Kind of gives you an idea of who are, let's just say, important characters to the story, but without giving context. So I'd say Mike definitely did the story justice in that regard, as far as who is vital to the story. Let's show off another cover. I'm going to show off Irene Strakolski's cover, because I know that one ended up, I think, selling out. That was the one cover that sold out. And it's a cool cover too. Very Irene Strakolski. I mean, if you've seen her covers, you get a good idea of what her covers is like. It's a pinup cover. So if a pinup is more of your style, I'm not much of a pinup guy, so not really my thing. But for those of you, I know there are a lot of people who like those type of covers. That right there screams out to you. I think this is the foil. Sorry, I said foily. Yep. I'm retarded. And then this I'm gonna get the cover from Rob Willis. I'm gonna get out, and obviously that's gonna be the one that people seem to recognize the most. So let's bring it down so we can get it back up. That's what she said. And then yes, Rob Willis here, who I'm not familiar with his body of work, but we know that cover because I think this is the first cover that was given out to promote the book. Mass print cover. And for those of you who are a bit tighter on the money per se, I think it's cheaper by, okay, I looked at cover A and B, $22 each. This cover D is $17. So basically a normal trade price. So yeah, $5 less. I mean, that's killer. And it's 64 pages of story. Actually, I thought it was shorter. 64? I thought it was like maybe 56. It probably is. It's just that's how fast this story was to me. To me, that was one of its strengths. But that's a good sign. If I didn't notice that, that is good. I give Flash and Dillard credit on that. Yeah, tell them that is one cover I do want to get. Yeah. I'm sure if Flash does, let's just say like a con, him or Dillard do a con, I'm sure they'll have that cover there. Or maybe even Irene might have that cover too. So I'm just saying that's probably your best bet getting the cover. So is attending a con. Go ahead, Caster.
Oh, I was just thinking. I almost feel like they need to mirror this cover with the other costume character we get in the book for the second volume.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the two are essentially supposed to be these two halves of a whole, and with that, we know he's also part of like an evil organization.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were gonna get into some territory there. That was the first time I got concerned. Did you buy the other campaign? I did not, and I'm going to make sure I rectify that. I should have, because if I had to take an educated guess, it's probably there to, let's just say, provide additional context. That's my guess. It probably isn't. But that's my guess. I'm gonna now seek it out because it's like what, $6. I may as well. It's like 24 pages or something. I may as well. It's probably like the equivalent of a supplemental of what you would see on like an Indiegogo or Kickstarter. I'm gonna make sure to, I guess you could say, quench my thirst. I'm gonna read Tales from the Battlefield, hoping it's a bit of a holdover until we find out what Flash is doing next with this book. But yes, overall, a solid comic. I had fun. It was a pretty good time. I'm gonna reread it again. I can't wait to reread it. And it's something that I feel like Flash did good for his first time writing a comic book. This really could have been way worse. This could have gone so wrong. It did not.
Yeah, no, I'm inclined to agree. If you happen to enjoy this sort of thing, if you come from my little realm of interest, this is a book I can recommend. It's not like much else we're getting in the realm of, like, especially Western superheroes.
Uh-huh.
It scratches the right itch. It isn't trying to have a hero who's forced into being it's not a character being forced to be a hero. He's already a hero who's being given access to a greater ability to do good.
I like that too. I like that. Once again, there's a lot of things Flash got right with this first comic book. It may for some 7.5 or 7 may seem harsh, but I don't think you guys realize in the grand scheme with the amount of comics that are out there, and also on top of what him and I have read, for us to get a 7.5, that's actually a lot better than most realize. Because to write a 6 out of 10 is damn hard too. Not that I'm saying that makes it good or great. I'm just saying it's hard to write a comic in general, period. Full
Let's
stop.
be fair. Let's be fair. There's most comics are about a 5. They're average. And the thing is, those are the books you never think about. Those are the books you'd never look back on and think, man, that was a great run. It was just, yeah, there was just one more okay book in a long stack of stuff that you will probably never stop to think, I need to reread this.
Yeah, and I want to reread The Mighty Golden Patriot. I'm happy. I'm gonna be rereading this soon. I'm happy about that, and I can't wait to read Tales from the Battlefield. This actually, like, I didn't think I was gonna honestly need it. I really didn't think. I was just like, I'll hold off. And now that I've read it, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should read that. Now I have enough interest where I feel like I want to read that, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Paul sounds like he wants to say something, and then we will transition.
Think about the flow on a healthy company. Let's say Marvel Good Times, right? And you get a lot of big hits that are your 8s, your 9s, your 10s that are selling a lot of copies. Then you get more niche things like Punisher War Journal or things like that. Things from the trenches that normally most people will not really care about, but are good enough, consistent enough that they will still sell. So it's a good filler for space, for time, for the company to keep getting something. If those are the 5s, so you get a lot of 5s. Sadly, right now the industry is more, at least on Marvel and DC, more like 3-ish, the basic, and then sometimes you get the 5s and you are really happy. Hey, this is better. Well, you should get the 10s one day.
And to do a 10, those aren't things you just throw around loosely. Yeah. It's a very pivotal thing to do a 10. So not everything is a 10, right? Because if you were to rate a 10, that you might as well say I read this at least once a month. Like, I don't think people realize. Most people don't realize how, I wouldn't say foolishly, but we'll say loosely, they give away 10s. To give a 10, you gotta say, yeah, this is part of almost like my daily routine in a way. That is, you're talking about this isn't going to be topped by many other things. Scoring is tricky. Yeah. And I know I'm not someone who like is this super duper like microscopic type where I have to look at everything through the lens of a French film with the magnifying glass. I try to look at everything for me personally, I look at things from a fan driven perspective. Does this work in the context of what it's trying to pull off? I'm a bit more simpler because I'm, at the end of the day, I'm a fan. I'm not a critic. Since I review books, I guess you could say I have to be a critic. But I guess you could say that's more secondary, and me being a fan is first. But I feel like in some ways that does work to my advantage, because if I end up not being a fan, well, I'm seeing as a fan first. There's something wrong there versus a critic who is gonna make a bigger fuss out of smaller things that really essentially don't matter. There's gonna be times where they do matter. There's gonna be times. This ain't one of them. Depot had a great comment here I want to highlight. Also, Caster, check Rumble.
Just did.
Okay. All 3 comic day issues are all 4s or 5 tons. A lot of the times that's true, but I will have to disagree. As far as this year, I'm going to disagree on 2. No, sorry, 3. Energon book, Conan book, The Phantom. Which, by the way, The Phantom #1 next month on Mad Dave.
I'm really stoked about that one.
I finished. We're going to talk about that.
I finished Transformers.
Talk about that.
Okay, I will say I finished Transformers up to date. Really, really good. But saying the Phantom and Transformers in the same line, I'm still going like, oh, I want the Phantom now. I want the Phantom now.
That's valid. And what's up, Conk Relief Crusader? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you here. Dude, I can't wait for maybe when the Phantom #1 comes out, Pablo. I don't know if Castro gets on, but Pablo, you and I can maybe do a quick review video for it on my channel.
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, Castro, we get all 3 of us will do a video for my channel. I mean, obviously that's something we really enjoyed.
Dude, of course. Issue 0 was good. Issue 0 was a good demonstration on how the character should be handled. Is if you have read The Question, if you have read even Batman, or you have gone into more classic detective comics, Batman detective comics, but no, really old detective comics, is that vibe of a guy whose whole not purpose, the way that he acts is about the theatricality of everything. So people in the Phantom universe, people actually think that the Phantom is a supernatural existence, right? And it's not because he has superpowers, it's because he does things in a way that people actually believe there's something haunting them. There's a presence that they cannot describe. That works great. That's basically having a hunter hunting the bad guys, right? You don't expect a huge explosion. You expect a slow burner and the right shot at the end. And issue 0 showed us that they can do that. No, keep it that way. Don't try to go too fantastic. Don't try to go too extreme. That's why I like the new Zorro book, because it has a lot of issues, especially with Zorro's sister. But they keep it grounded in a way that feels right for the character, because he's not a superpower character. But you still expect the action. You still expect the random scene with something really big happening. But the whole process of getting there, the whole process of setting the explosion is even better than the explosion for me. So they need to nail this one, man. They really need to. It's going to be complicated though, because the Phantom is a difficult character to write. You don't first of all, you don't have a single Phantom, so different Phantoms have different personalities, and those personalities affect really how they do things. Some Phantoms use weapons. Some Phantoms avoid using weapons. They avoid killing. Some Phantoms actually think that killing is the right solution, so they kill everybody. Right? If they are going one route or another, they need to justify it through the normal life of the character, of the guy that is in that moment the Phantom. Because in war times, the Phantom kills. But when it's a more peaceful time, the Phantom is actually more like the Zorro that will leave the bad guy tied to somewhere and is everybody's issue now. You know, the townfolk can do whatever they want with him. They need to justify that. They need to justify in the world. That's why you have some phantoms. Well, this phantom is going to be around 19 something, I guess. That's the vibe that I got from the weaponry and everything. So it's going to be a more modern-ish take, or more previous century take that is still modern for me. Sorry, I'm from that century.
Oh, that's great.
But then you get the phantoms that were on the Columbus time, right? On the whole revolution time, and those phantoms are savages. They kill people everywhere. I'm expecting something grandiose on this.
We'll see. I always say keep your expectations tempered, but hope for the best. Hope for the best.
Yeah, Tehelim, exactly. OG Phantom. OG Phantom, but if you go to the animated series, the Phantom 49, right? There's a lot of old school Phantom, but this Phantom is way tamer. Is more getting the guy and just giving him to the police. So it's more like the question. It's more like Batman.
Denny O'Neil, the question.
We need to do that run, man.
All right, I gotta acknowledge
really
some comments here because we got. Oh yes, I agree. By the way, we do need to do that run. I agree. Comment release. You know what? You should start transfers. We're number 24, man. You're in. Vince said we demand a round table. Hey, I agree. Trust me, I don't disagree. I just gotta make some shit happen. Tell him, did you read the Defenders of the Earth one? But I did not. I'm a little iffy on Didio as a writer, but maybe he's gotten better and I should check it out. I'll think about it. Jay coming on. I haven't reached out to him, admittedly, but I'm going to. I will. I promise. Okay. Muhammad said, Caster, Nick, Kamen Rider Zeets will air next Saturday. And then.
Well, the funny thing is, that was actually what I was going to take a moment to highlight here briefly. So since it's been brought up.
Well, before you do, I have to show up at Nick's more than once here. Hey, come on for that. Come on for number 25. How about that? That's twice within 2 months. One more thing. It is my dude. What's up? Eric O'Sullivan. How you doing, buddy? Sully. How you doing, man? Nice to see you here, sir. I said himself. Said, good to see you all, but happy to see Pops. Trust me, you'll like Caster just as much. Trust me. And they say, got my foil Rini Golden Patriot. I haven't read it yet. We talked about it just a few minutes ago. You missed the window. We did good. Give a good, nice, honest, well-rounded conversation on it. I'm so glad you're here, man. I'm so glad you're here. Even if it's for like 10 minutes, I'm just happy you dropped it. This makes me very happy. I feel like my energy went from 9 to like 31 just knowing that Sully's here. So this is fucking awesome. Okay, now that I've acknowledged the great Eric O'Sullivan, let's talk about some more comics, because why the hell not? We're a comic show that talks about actual comic books and the fun side of actual comic books. I know. So, boom, take it away, Caster. I'm going to get my drink refilled.
Okay, so I have incessantly talked about Kamen Rider since I started watching it, probably at this point 3, maybe 4 years ago, to where it has slowly consumed quite a bit of my time, my free time, and it would appear that I was a bit of ahead of the curve here, because Kamen Rider has been increasingly starting to make that jump international, and to that end, Tokusatsu has secured the rights to the upcoming series, Kamen Rider Zest. I think Zeztz. There's three Z's.
Japan
I
and
don't
these
know how to
names.
pronounce it. I gotta wait until the show in about a week to actually hear how it's gonna be said. But yes, importantly, this one is gonna be getting effectively a same day premiere, uh, all around the world, with some countries limited. Pablo, I can't say for sure how you might be able to catch it.
I will
'Cause I
get
don't-
it. Don't worry, I will get it.
But the important thing here is that yes, this is gonna be out, and much like many of these other Kamen Rider series, we can likely look forward to about 50 episodes of this series going forward for the year.
Holy shit-a-roni. What?
So yeah, by the way, you know,
Nice.
Marvel DC can barely get 8 episodes of a show out with big budget explosions and superheroes doing kung fu nonsense. This is doing that on the regular for the entire year.
Man, I will be honest. I'm enjoying a lot the new Dexter series. I'm getting a lot of vibes from the original Dexter series, but the original Dexter series was a procedural show made for TV, made for ads. So the seasons were longer. There was a lot more of melodrama, of old school telenovela, old school Dawson's Creek style drama that is necessary if you are going to make a longer show, a show that has a lot of extra beats for extra characters that you will normally do in current day. So they are keeping that structure that is really satisfactory. But they are doing, I guess, 10 episodes, and they are in episode 9. I'm like, mother, we should get a whole year of this. We should get every week an episode of this. This is great.
Which is frankly what the industry needs. It needs more competition from outside, and we have been seeing that more and more from like Korea with Squid Games has been big. Of course, in India has its stuff coming up. RRR has been big and was talked about for quite a while there. And frankly, superheroes need some competition from Japan. And with many of these series becoming more readily available, I mean, heck, I was just seeing video coming out the last day or so where they had Ultraman at the Dodger Stadium.
What?
Yeah, so these characters are getting out there. Like they went and had they didn't have Ultraman, but they had, you know, someone involved with Ultraman go out to throw the first ball. And they had, you know, Ultraman there with an alien to go and do some, you know, photos with the fans. There's been more pushes to get these international franchises out there. And to that end, guys, I think I think after this does premiere next week, maybe on Sunday, we'll be doing a little bit of a discussion about it. So, well, I'm going to be putting something forward, and maybe I could try to rope you guys in for it. Would you be willing to work with me on that?
Yes, absolutely. Would absolutely. We just got to talk. I obviously know I have a very complex schedule. So obviously things can't align my way, move forward, but I can at least give it a very valiant effort to make some shit happen.
Even if you can't catch me for the stream, do me a favor, watch the first episode. It'll take about a half hour of your time.
Would love
and
to.
give me some feedback.
Okay. I'm down. I'm seriously down for that. I am so damn excited for that. Erica, are those tits? Is the girl boost? I heard that at 70s Rock Fest. Those girl boost. It's a boost. All right, chat. We got about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up our show for now. So if you just want to throw random shit our way, I don't know, questions, funny shit, memes that tag us in on X, go ahead. But I just want to hear what you had to say. Deeple, I just finished Transformers 22. Holy crap. It's a damn. Dude, wait till you get to 23. Oh, you wait till. Oh, dude. Your brain, seriously, you might like shit yourself. And I mean, don't do that. But if you do, I'm sorry in advance. But dude, 22 is great. What do you think of Amazing Spider? Which one, the movie or the comics or the current run? I don't read the current run. I don't read current Marvel or but I read Aquaman from DC and it's 8 issues in and
I follow the news for the Spider-Man because I'm still waiting for them to get 10 good issues of Spider-Man for me to just start buying Spider-Man flat out. If they can get 10 issues, it's like trying in 4chan to count to 10 in the comments, right? It's almost impossible for Marvel right now.
I gotta answer this really quickly though for my buddy Sully. Is Marvel's most improved outcome? Is it improved because it's not Zeb Wells, or is it improved because it's an actually legitimately great book? Because I don't want it to be better. I don't want to settle for better than Zeb Wells because it doesn't take much to be better than Zeb Wells. But I've heard Green Lantern is great too. I've heard that. I've heard Green Lantern is great. I'm sure it is. I will eventually give some trades a shot on that. But Aquaman, though, at DC, I am enjoying Aquaman. It has been running my life, and I'm okay with the ride.
I envy you so much.
I like Joe Kelly as a writer. I do like Joe Kelly, but to me, it's just like he had Paul to deal with.
Pablo, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. I'm assuming this LATAM is Latin America.
Yeah, Latin America.
You may be able to just catch it on YouTube. Catch the Kamen Rider on Tokusatsu.
Oh, nice.
Which will be premiering Saturday nights about 7:30 p.m. Pacific. So about 10:30 Eastern.
Yep. Let me just check if they have something else going. There's a huge chance of this.
But this is kind of big news here. So I'm sorry. I was ready to drop it, but then I saw like all the details started dropping for international like distribution, and I was like, hey, not only you don't got to go to like Twitch or go to Tubi or have anything installed. Look, if you're watching this, chances are you're probably on YouTube, and if so,
it's on for Ecuador. They were showing Kamen Rider 5 days ago. So 5 years, yeah.
There's no excuse now, Pablo.
Yep, dude. The issue with Tubi is that Tubi just decided that some things are not worth for Latin America, and some of the things are just the simplest.
What's up? What geeks do? I'm not aware of most of these Japanese IPs, but I enjoy listening to you guys chat about them. Good show. Thank you, man. Caster here knows his shite with this stuff.
Yeah. I like to think I'm more of a dabbler who's coming to see more than just the Western American heroes that I grew up on, which isn't to say those are bad, but just that there's so much more.
You need options. Yeah.
You
want more options.
Okay, this is the only issue, is members only.
Well, let's see what happens in a week.
All right. Hey, we got bridges to cross, so good. I would love to follow up on Sully says, if you love Superboy Prime, you love the current Superman. Okay, when we were at that great meet, me, you, Wes from Thinking Critical, the great comics by Purge, Max, Josh, Aaron Sparrow. I think it was Jose. I can't remember. One of the guys said that Superman from Joshua Williamson actually has gotten like actually great, like not just good because it's not Ben's, but like it's actually good. I might finally give Superman a go. I might finally do that. Real quick, shout out to my guy TZ Burton. Also, guys, for those of you who backed it, I don't know if you caught your emails, but Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones are be getting their print soon for Dracula Volume 2. And Mark Miller and John Romita Jr. are sending Psycho God, what's that story called? I'm already forgetting. I gotta look it up. Psychic Sam is off to the printer. So we're gonna get both stories this year. So Dracula from Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones this year. Mark Miller, John Romita Jr., Psychic Sam Volume 1 this year. I am so happy we're getting such killer shit. Don't forget about the painted Conan the Barbarian number 25.
Yeah.
In October. And the Conan crossover starts next month. Guys, and then Transformers Dan ends next month and Kirkman comes in the next month. We got some killer shit coming out. I'm just saying. We got a lot of killer shit coming our way. And once again, another killer shit that fucked me up pristinely. Nemesis Forever. Go read it. It was fucking great. Oh, wow. Well, guys, this is going to be the part where all good things do come to an end. Shout out to TZ Burton because he's here on Rumble. But we're going to wrap this show up. I want to thank you all for taking the time for being here. You guys are awesome, and it is greatly appreciated that you took the time. Shout out to Deepo for the two $1 Rumble rants each. Eric O'Sully, Nemesis, dude. Nemesis fucked me up. So I gained a few new subs from the stream too. Thank you. I appreciate that. To all of you in the chat for being so engaging. To our regulars. Oh, John Edgar, he's dropping as we're going on the way out. He says, I'll answer this really quickly. Sorry, I'm late. Conan crossover pain. Okay, in October, Conan the Barbarian number 25. In October is Painted Issue, the whole story from beginning to end. And the crossover starts in the month before. That's a separate series. Scourge of the Serpent, it's called. Keep your eyes and ears open for both of those, John.
They are really getting into the cool mythology.
Yes. And do get into the rest of this replay. I talk a little bit. No, don't. It's not your fault, buddy. He says my text. No, dude. It's okay. We talk Nemesis Forever a little bit. We get into a great conversation on the Mighty Golden Patriot. And we talk also a lot of killer Japanese shit as well. So please catch the replay, do your laundry or make a steak for dinner, and just have us on the background. Okay? Oh, Richard blocked you too. That's a badge of honor. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Sully. This drink's to you tonight. So yes, my one last drink to Sully, because I love the hell of that guy. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with that man in person. I will do it again.
Salud.
Okay, Pablo. What do you got coming out your way, sir?
Midnight Sage Espanol. This week was weird because I had a cold. My best friend was dealing with some issues here in Ecuador, so he could not join. I was going to do a 45-minute show at best. So instead of calling it number 32, it's 31 and a half because it was supposed to be a half episode. My best friend appeared out of nowhere and we ended up doing an hour and a half. So almost a regular show. Yeah, La Tangente o Mina Secha Español is me and my best friend talking shit about random stuff. This time, for some reason, we went into history. So I kind of talk about the whole history of socialism and how all the crazy things like fascism and Nazism was also socialism. And I'm just saying, no, we are seeing close swap. You can search for his granddaddy and his father that were SS. And the guy is the one proposing leftist socialism to everybody. Yeah. read about him, about his family, and you will notice, yeah, they were always on the side of socialism.
Always.
National socialism, to be exact. So, yeah. But anyway, it's a random show where we talk about random shit. Later that day, we talk about the Super Nintendo and Pokemon. So who knows, right? Is every Thursday at it's 6 p.m. here, so like 8. I don't know your system. Is Pacific time is like 2 hours later for you know what I mean. Subscribe, you will see we are live. That works perfectly, to be honest. Time zones don't work in my brain right now. Anyway, that will be. God damn it! Sorry, I'm really tired today.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. John Edgar said, I'm still there for those. Thanks, Nick. Mohammed said, painted Conan comic. No, hey, I do buy or no buy. No. Once again, hey, and guys, because I've been now able to have some time doing some videos again lately, I will do videos for this channel for Conan Barbarian number 25, Transformers 24, 25, and the Phantom number 1. So comic review videos are coming back in September and October. So Nick will have videos again finally. It's been tough to maintain getting some videos up, but now it's finally going to happen. And obviously, I'll be with Casper for Transformers and both these guys for the Phantom. And trust me, Conan the Barbarian number 25. Oh, God, there's no way I can't just not. But that's just to answer you guys on that because, yes, videos are coming and they're coming. Oh, I actually recorded a video on The Rocketeer about some stuff that the star of the movie spoke on recently. Well, keep your eye out. That'll be out tomorrow morning. Yes, it is recorded. And, of course, I got my Bonded by Metal channel. If you somehow have not subbed to that, today's the day where you do that. We did a great video on what makes the first 2 Iron Maiden albums so great. And it's a good video. I know I'm bragging, but I'm kind of here to brag about it. So
let me guess. Your answer is Eddie?
No, we're talking more about the mascot. It's a mascot. Well, no, sorry. Not the mascot. Let me correct myself. We're talking more about the first singer, Paul Diano. So if you go sub to Bonded by Metal, guys, right there is the link to that. We did the Iron Man video. I did a video last week as well on the New Testament video. New Testament. So please, Testament video and song correction. So go check that out. But yes, go sub to what Pablo is doing as well. Pablo, thank you for being here, sir. I appreciate your time, energy, enthusiasm. Starting next week, guys, is the start of our weekly comic reads. ASM number 81 from the original Stanley run, where John Romita. No, actually, no, it's not Romita's. I can't remember who it is. Okay, ASM number 81, volume 1, and the start of the Fantastic Four Hickman run starting next week. One individual each issue of each run. We'll have the occasional skip weeks, but it's going to mostly be a weekly read of one issue each. ASM and Fantastic Four, the Hickman run. Go sub to Bonded by Metal. Caster, what do you got to plug before we're on our way out? And by the way, before we're on
Mooney.
Say that again?
John Buscema.
John Buscema, that's who it is.
Okay. Jim Mooney.
Thank you. As after Caster plugs his channel, guys, we're gonna go raid my buddy Christian Delorme's Rumble channel. It is his birthday, and he deserves. He's already got a good crowd there on Rumble, but why not add to it? Okay, so Caster, plug your plug on the way out. Okay.
Well, let's see. The main show you can find me on during the week is going to be my own over on Monday nights for the Mech Pit Chat, where we talk about big robots and a little bit of pop culture fun. This past weekend, we sort of got into it. I was sort of there's a little lamenting about how certain member berries just never quite go away, which was its own little story to get into.
Member,
I member. Remember how Mighty Morphin Power Rangers just never goes away? I remember.
It kinda did for 10 years.
Yeah, but look at it now. It's just nothing but Mighty Morphin.
Yep.
But more importantly, in the more immediate future, coming up tonight over on Snowdub Live, tonight is the record-setting 100th Cotton Council. So look forward to a big show going on over there. So once you get done with the raid over with Christian DeLorme, come on by and say hi to the puppets as they try. Let's try to see if they can actually remember what actually happened in 100 council meetings. In fact, we've had a couple of notable guests show up, like Mr. Drunk 3PO showed up at one point. We had Culture Casino come on and almost explain something.
Ah! Oh, that's funny.
And if memory serves, Nick, I believe even you've appeared on there.
I have once. It was a great time. I would absolutely do it again. And what's up, Tim Hayes? Celebrates 8 months of being a member. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you're well. Please catch the replay, buddy. We're on the way out. We're going to have these guys go raid Christian DeLorme's, and I'm going to make an appearance there as well. Go ahead and finish it up, Caster.
There's a bunch of places I'll be throughout the week, but if you want to find me, most importantly, you can find me over on X at the Ironcaster, where I will be sure to try and post all the locations I'll be at during the week. So come on by, guys, say hi, and make it Mecca.
I like that. Thank you, Caster, for being here, sir. Appreciate you, man. All right. You have a great night, weekend. Have fun. So now, Vince, thank you for plugging the plugs on Rumble and YouTube. Chat, we're getting out of here. Please go rate Christian DeLorme. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. Good fight. And
I smell horse shit. It's horrible, but I can smell it.